Hello my lovelies. So this video is going to be a little bit different today. It's not an actual setup for any months coming up. Like I said in the last video, it's a couple of setups that I made that didn't actually make it to YouTube because my laptop was being a pest. So we have September and October. I actually said October, November I think in the last video, but it's September and October and they are both jellyfish themed. I have got my January setup done and it is also jellyfish themed. But I've sort of taken my favourite things about these two spreads and then added them together, combined them together to make my January spread. So this jellyfish was one I saw, I think it was on TikTok. I was never going to go on TikTok and then I downloaded it because there was a singer guy that I liked the sound of and I wanted to hear some more of his stuff, and now I can't escape it. Don't get TikTok unless you're willing to go down the rabbit hole. So it was a girl that showed how she makes her jellyfish, and I kind of copied the way she puts it together and then created my own sort of design with it. It's really, really heavily based on the way she did it. So she made these sort of squiggly wiggly wiggles with some different colours and then added a I was going to say a helmet. When I look at this, I can only see one thing. I don't know if anybody else is seeing this. The other jellyfish don't look quite as phallic as this one. But mostly it's supposed to be, well, completely, it's supposed to be jellyfish, I promise. So I'll go more into how I actually create the jellyfish in a bit with the other ones. But yes, please excuse the, yes. So that was my September cover page and I was really, really pleased with it. I like the way it turned out. I just wish I had sort of positioned it slightly differently. So on the next page we've got my monthly view, and I've done a sort of fairly large calendar on the left hand side that's like your traditional overview calendar of where every day falls in the month, blah blah blah. I don't know why I tend to add those in because I very rarely actually put anything in them. I think it's just, I just like the way it looks, which is a bit stupid because I don't really enjoy drawing them out. But I like the way it looks at the end of it. And sometimes I fool myself into thinking that maybe I'll put icons for days where certain things happen, like the days the boys have PE at school, or do they have PE in America? Like, do you call it PE? Anyway, and then maybe like little birthday cakes for birthday parties or anything like that the boys have to go to, but I never actually end up doing it. I think I've done it once or twice. So, but yes, at the end of the day, I keep them in because I like them. They look nice and maybe one day I will figure out a use for them. So on the right hand side, I've got that vertical layout of the month because it gives me a lot more space. That's the one I prefer to use because I've got a lot more space to actually write in what I'm doing that day. And I do particularly like having the ones where it's a full page for what's it, for like, well, for each day. You've got like a full line on each day. Stop it, cat. My cat's scratching up the newspaper. Yes, so and then on the right hand side here I did another jellyfish, and after deciding that the jellyfish I previously drew looked a bit like a peen, I decided that it was the jellyfish's head part was the problematic area. So I thought, well, I'll just have this one going off the page a little bit so it's not so kind of that way looking. And then I'll try again. When you see my final flip through, you'll see another one that I did, and I think I sort of worked out how to make it less like that. You make the sort of the bottom part sort of flare out less. I'm such a child. Okay, so now we're going to go on to my October jellyfish setup, and I wanted to make it a bit spooky-ish, so I made the body Felix's little squidgy hands in this one. I made the body, I'm going to call it body and tentacles now. I made the body look like a ghost, and the ghost was actually taken from something else I saw on TikTok. I swear it's addictive, but I saw somebody draw this little ghost with it had a cup of tea, I think, and a top hat, and it just looked so cute, and I made it very similar to that style. So it's very simple, and I went with lots of greys and blacks and black and white because I wanted to keep it sort of ghosty, Halloweeny, spooky themed. So I'll kind of talk you through how you actually draw them. You draw the helmet shape, okay? You draw the helmet shape on top, and then you do some sort of squiggly lines just with I did it with different coloured Tombows, just squidge them anywhere. And then you outline those in a rough kind of way. And then you just add these swooshy, liney tentacle bits and some little dots on them. And that's it. And I think it's just so effective. And I'm really enjoying the jellyfish themes. I really like the way they turn out. So my January one is another jellyfish theme, and I've kind of taken the two styles and put them together. So it's more cartoony than the September spread, but slightly less cartoony than the October spread. So it's a bit of a balance in between. And spoiler alert, it's a pink theme. I'm still running with the pink because I'm just enjoying that colour at the minute. And so that's how look at the little fingers. Isn't he cute? Look. Ah, don't burn the pages. He's so cute. Hello. Oh, bless him. October, November, December. So he would have been 10 months old in that video. Right, and then next I'm doing my monthly October setup, and I hadn't done this layout for a long time, and I almost knew from the get-go that I wouldn't actually use this spread. I just really wanted to make one because I missed putting out videos and I'd missed the last one, and I enjoy making them, so I wanted to make this spread. So I did this layout knowing that it wouldn't matter that it's not that functional at the minute because I'm probably not going to use it anyway. I used to use this layout all the time, but mostly for the aesthetics of it. I really like the way it looks. Not very often do I actually end up filling out everything in all the different sections. I've got a goals section, a highlight, a space for notes, and I wouldn't often actually use these pieces. So when I've got time to make these spreads, I'll make them because I really like the way they look. When I'm just feeling like I want a simple spread and one that's going to be really functional and easy to use, because I'm probably going to have to actually really use it this month, I'll go to a different spread, and that will be the one that you see. And that's kind of like a combination of this spread and September's. I've still got my calendar, and I've got a wider space for the horizontal daily places, and I think I've also got a space for notes, but I got rid of all the goals and highlight and low point and that sort of thing because, like I say, a lot of the time I don't actually fill them out. Look at those nails. Those are stick-on ones as well, like the one in the last video. I got them off, by the way. I took your advice and I soaked them in that in some soapy stuff, and they did eventually just sort of peel off quite nicely, so thank you. I got them off, but yeah, these ones, I look like I could do some damage with these ones. Not my normal nail style, and I kind of prefer the way it looks in the video rather than in real life. I felt like I had sort of claws. So they're not my go-to style. They feel too sharp for my personality. They're just a bit sort of scary looking. Oh, the other thing I wanted to mention was the boho berry font that I mentioned in the last video. I cannot find the link to it anywhere, but I did find it on images in Google. I typed in boho berry font and it did come up, so I'll try and leave a link. I'll try really hard to remember to make sure I leave a link to that in the description of this video. He's a baby again. Look at his little face. Ah. There, now you all have your dose of baby. Okay, so this is the final flip through for both of the spreads. I really like both of them, just in different ways. I really like the colours that I used in September's spread, and I like the style in the October spread. But yeah, I did do some kind of different layouts in the two spreads. So anyway, I hope you enjoy the video. I will get out my January plan with me as soon as I possibly can. I'm really aiming to get it out before January 1st, so you might get a couple of videos in the next few days. But yeah, that's the end of this video. Obviously I'm going to do the October flip through, but then I am gone. So I shall leave you to watch it in peace because I have rambled enough. Okay, I'll see you all next time. Bye!